This is how they're supposed to walk.
Oh, should we trade it out?
Leo, Kush, drop down and...
And who's this, Carmi?
This is Callisto. Callisto.
I'm going to shoot through this.
All right, Lens, we're going to walk her out to the pasture and take her halter off, and we'll see what she does. If she runs to the barn, winter. Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter. Okay, walk her out. Right, having our
sick
weekly...
of winter.
And
we're just wondering if we could mess with Mother Nature a little.
But we saw the geese flying north, and that's where it started.
Yep.
The geese were flying north instead of south, so we, of course, said, spring's coming, right?
Yep.
And then started talking about how animals can predict things,
right,
the weather.
How they're much more sensitive to what's going on in nature than we ever give them credit for.
Right, right. And that if we could learn to listen to them.
Well, we have all of our fancy meteorological instruments and technology and...
But yet the geese know when to go north and south.
Absolutely.
And we saw a robin. The robins know when to come back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so then that led to why do we let the groundhog in Pennsylvania determine Michigan?
And all the ranch hands chorus together. You go, Holly, you're right.
So we've got the weather predicting alpacas here. And
how far out? Like, how far out? Like right there. Right there.
15 more seconds.
Char, you're too old to nurse. Mom, I think Char is trying to nurse.
So, all right, she stayed out for her 30 seconds. That means spring is coming. Our prediction is spring is coming. Right, Jenny? You go for that?
Absolutely. I concur 100%.
Maybe that's true because we saw a robin yesterday.
We saw a robin, we saw the geese flying north, and now Callisto says spring is coming. The whole herd is out here.
Spring is coming. Hello, You're out?
Yeah.
No, Did she walk out or run?
We ended up with Callisto. She was the most cooperative. We walked Callisto out into the pasture on her halter, and then we took the halter off. And if she went immediately back into the barn, that meant that we had 6 more weeks of winter because she didn't want to be out here. She was back in where it was warm. So she stayed out for, our limit was 30 seconds. If she stayed out for 30 seconds, that was our sign that spring was coming. And here we are 10 or 15 minutes later, and everybody's out here. So spring is coming is our prediction.
Gosh. And then that's Kosh. He likes chasing the alpacas.
They're from the Andes Mountains, but they're used to temperatures in the mid-40s without all this snow. So the cold doesn't bother them as much as the snow. So it's kind of pathetic, but I have to plow paths for them outside to get them to come out in the winter. And they will not walk in the deep snow. If they come out and there's deep snow, they will not. I mean, they spend the whole winter in the barn. So if I snow blow paths, they will walk on the path.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else. And if one stops, they all stop. And if they end up coming 2 different ways and they meet face to face, they stand there and have no idea what to do because they will not walk in the deep snow. So they definitely are fair weather animals.